NewReview.com.
I don't know. You do something before every show, and it makes me giggle.
That's a bad thing, I'm guessing. But hello, everyone, and welcome to another fantastical edition of The Weekly Show. We are coming to you live from our radio studios in New York, ready to fill you in on all the latest the world has to offer. So,
Really? Everything?
welcome, everything. We're going to go over all kinds of interesting things. Like banter. How was your weekend?
My weekend was good. I got to meet Steve Sciarippa. How cool was that?
I know, right? We had a
Yeah.
little tete-a-tete with him.
Yeah, he was very nice. He was a very nice guy. You know, he comes across as this really rough and
Tumble kind of guy.
yeah, this
He was
harsh,
nice, right?
You know, yeah, the soprano dude. But he was actually very nice.
He took to you like, like a cat to water. No, he did. He seemed like you and him hit it off there.
Well, because I was nice to him.
Yeah.
I was nice. I was respectful. You know, so
Good guy.
Yeah, it was no problem. He was cool.
So we had fun. We were at the Long Beach International Film Festival this weekend, and this week with the Enravio team, Ultimate Media as well. And we had a lot of people there. Who else did we see there? We had William Forsythe was there, right? We met a lot of cool, interesting people.
Yes, I wasn't there that night. I did not get to meet him.
So we will have plenty of that footage as well.
Absolutely. And the lovely Ingrid, who runs the show.
I know, she looks like a movie star, doesn't she?
Yes, absolutely.
She looks like she a movie
very
star.
statuesque and beautiful.
Yeah, she really does. She looks like the whole Hollywood movie. I love that.
Yes.
You know,
It might have just been the dress she was wearing. I'm not sure, but she was just so pretty.
she was. Yeah, she's a very, very pretty girl. And of course, our Sarah Martin was there, and she was,
Looking lovely as usual.
looking lovely, doing some interviews and having some fun. Very cool. So I'll have that for you later on in the show.
Absolutely.
And what else? How was your weekend
That's really it. That's all I did.
so
Isn't it?
far?
Did I do anything else? No, I didn't do anything else.
Pretty much didn't do anything. We went to the film fest. That was pretty much it. But having fun. Everything's going well. Moving along.
Yes. Our Sandy repairs are coming along nicely.
Yes, everything's moving along as planned. So yeah, we should be just in time for the next storm
Yeah, which is apparently today.
today or this weekend. Yeah, so be just ready for us to get wiped out again.
Oh, God.
Welcome to
Oh,
America.
don't even joke about it.
Yeah, we don't want to go there. I'll be out there jacking the house up myself with a car.
Exactly.
Trying to get it out of harm's way. Well,
All right. Well, I think we should just move along because we've got a lot of stuff to cover
yes,
today.
we do. We have
So we're going to take
action-packed show.
Yes, we're going to take a quick break. But before we go any further, a quick break before we go any further. But stay with us because
When we come back, we will have you watching.
Oh my God, I can't read today. Okay, you're watching The Weekly Show, and we will be right back.
Yes, we will, whether you like it or not.
Hey, this is Chris Jake, and if Enravio.com spots you at an event wearing this bracelet, they will give you $100.
This is Joe Larson. You should check out the 505 on Racing Show live every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or catch us on video on demand anytime, 24/7, only on the Enravio TV network.
Village Music Shop of Mastic. 1-800-HEY-DUDE, your full-service store with personalized attention, school band instrument rentals and sales, music instruction on all instruments for all styles and age groups, for guitars, drums, amplifiers, PA systems, and accessories. It's Village Music Shop, 1495 Montauk Highway in Mastic. Call 1-800-HEY-DUDE or go to villagemusicshop.com. The world of advertising has changed. Radio, TV, and newspaper revenues have declined drastically. Why? Because businesses have realized that advertising return on investment isn't what it used to be. So what can we do about it? Well, that's easy. Advertise online. Own a local restaurant, real estate agency, or even a national retail chain? Whatever your business, InRavio can get your message out there, and we can do it at a fraction of the cost. Call today and see the difference for yourself. This isn't TV. This isn't radio. This is InRavio.com.
What's up, guys? We're Scared No Fair, and we're here with InRavio. If they catch you at a show with one of these bracelets, you will win $100.
That's a lot of money.
So get a bracelet.
Do whatever it takes to get that. Hit them up online.
You know what we didn't talk about? Welcome back, by the way. We
Yeah.
did not talk about Walking Dead.
Oh, drat.
I don't know. I'm liking it. You're not liking it? You're not into it? You're not feeling it?
This one I didn't. You know, the other ones were men's and men's. This one I didn't like.
No?
No, you thought this one was the best?
This one was good.
Yeah.
I thought this was great. I mean, because now we got all kinds of stuff that's going to happen, and we don't know what's going to happen. And what do we got? One more episode, guys? We got one more episode.
One more.
And then we're off for the, waiting for the next season to come up.
Waiting for
But
the Walking Dead.
Right, well, we're waiting for the regular Walking Dead, but also before the next season, so we won't know what's going to happen. And it doesn't look like anybody's going to die, unless, of course, it's this next episode. But, I mean, Nick is in the cage with this weird guy that who knows what's going on with him. He's making deals with guards and stuff. That's pretty interesting. And they're killing people with that air gun thing. It's kind of odd.
Well, I mean, that's after people die so before they turn.
Yes, I know, but that was not something that Rick knows anything about, this air gun thing. He's got just regular bullets
Yeah.
and pokers and things.
Yeah, but, sooner or later you run out of air. Plus you got to carry a tank with you,
Yeah.
It's not like running through the woods friendly, But anyway,
Anyways. All right.
moving right along.
So we have a ton of stories to get through. So how about we start it off with a few featuring some of our fellow less than intelligent human beings. It's stupid news. Okay, so a Washington State school district has banned the game of tag for kids at recess, citing student safety. Can you believe that? Mercer Island School District Communications Director Mary Grady said in an interview, while at play, especially during recess and unstructured time, students are expected to keep their hands to themselves. The rationale behind this is to ensure the physical and emotional safety of all students. Parents weren't impressed, saying kids need some unstructured playtime and that tag is one of the oldest playground games anywhere, and to ban it is just ridiculous. Superintendent Gary Plano brought up the backlash to the new hands-off rule at a school board meeting by saying it's regretful that what seemed to be a well-intentioned desire to help protect kids has taken a life of its own. In 2013, New Hampshire elementary school officials received similar criticisms when they banned tag, arguing that kids were tagging each other with too much force and running around without looking where they were going. Sounds like kids to me. Believe it or not, tag is not the only common childhood activity under attack. Schools nationwide have banned hugging, dodgeball, and competitive games in general. Several schools in the United Kingdom have even prohibited the concept of best friends. All right, if they've banned the whole concept of competitive games, what's going on with football and soccer and all of that? That's still happening. I know they've
You can't play flag football because you may touch the person.
yes, I know they got rid of dodgeball because, you could hurt somebody with that big rubber ball.
Yes, I know, I've been hurt. The
We've
fat
all been
kid,
smacked in
fat
the
kid's
face
always the
with it.
first one to get out, right?
Well, sure, because you're a bigger target.
I know, I can't move so fast.
Yeah.
First ball, bam, he's out.
Yeah, so no hugging, no best friends, no tag. Why even bother being a kid anymore?
No growing up.
There's no point in being a kid. You might as well just die.
No cake, no ice cream, happy birthday.
Exactly. Life sucks as a kid.
Life sucks as a kid. There you go. Remarkable. Well, an 8-year-old girl received a 1-day suspension from her Southern New Jersey public elementary school for wearing a shirt that was the wrong shade of green. The girl's mother says Winslow Township Elementary School number 4 sent her daughter home for wearing a Kelly green polo shirt, which was deemed to be in violation of the Cayman County Schools dress code. The school's dress code specifies that shirts and blouses may only be white, dark green, or navy. Winslow Township Schools Code on Dress and Grooming says school attire can influence a pupil's behavior and potentially impact the academic environment. The girl's mother called the suspension a little ridiculous.
Yeah, you think?
Just a little bit.
And not for nothing, it says dark green. Doesn't say a specific color of green. It says dark green.
Well, we have sent hosts home for wearing a green screen shirt.
Well, yes, but this is in school. It has nothing to do with green screen. It has to do with school.
I know.
And,
And it's probably one of those things with its dress code. I went to one of those schools.
yes, and it says dark green. White, navy, or dark green.
That's it.
Right. So pretty much anything other than like
Dark green.
pale green or mint would be considered dark green. Should be allowed to wear it. Or just don't have green in your, your colors.
Yeah.
Black, white, and navy. Stupid.
They're trying to get you to conform. That's what it's all about.
I understand that they have a dress code and this is the thing and this is what it's got to be, blah, blah, blah. But then you have to be specific. If you don't want them wearing a certain shade of green, then you have to supply the clothing for the kids to wear. You can either give it to the kids with the tuition, or
You sell
can
it to 'em.
sell it to them. But you can't tell them you can't have it and then just say, oh, it can only be dark green. What if it faded? What if it used to be this
Dark green and
right.
it faded. Mom washed it and ruined it on me. Now it's a light green.
Well, now it's Kelly instead of emerald.
Yeah.
All right, this is a good one. Pope Francis wasn't the only person to drink from the glass of water he used during his speech to Congress. U.S. Representative Bob Brady, who's a Catholic, said that as the Pope left the chamber on Thursday, he headed to the lectern to grab Francis's drinking glass. Brady then took it to his office and had a drink. Ew, backwash. So did his wife, Deborah, and 2 staffers. More backwash. The congressman said he also invited fellow Catholic and Democrat U.S. Senator Bob Casey of Pennsylvania into his office, where Casey, his wife, and his mother dipped their fingers into the water. Brady said he used a bottle to save the rest for his 4 grandchildren and his great-granddaughter so he could bless them with it. When asked why, he said, "How many people do you know that drank out of the same glass as the Pope?" Yuck. I'm sorry. Yuck.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you can kind of go one way or the other with that. I mean, it's yuck, but at the same token, I can kind of see his point. Not that I'm Catholic, but I can kind of understand.
He's a
but
pope. He's not God.
He's not Jesus, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not the Last
He's a
Supper.
regular person. So he's a regular person. He's nothing special.
He puts his pants on one leg at a time.
That's right. Stupid. All right, I'm going to hell. I get it.
Yes, you are. Well, a couple was busted for allegedly robbing a bank after posting photos of their loot to Facebook. 28-year-old John Mogan and his 24-year-old girlfriend Ashley Dubois were charged with robbery for the heist at the Savings Bank in Asheville, Ohio on August 24th. Allegedly, he walked into the bank wearing a hooded sweatshirt and gave the teller a note demanding cash, and the teller did as he was told. Morgan's mugshot and Facebook photos show he is heavily tattooed with ink across his face, including the phrases, "Loyalty's thin" and "Betrayal's thick." But authorities allege that Dubois applied makeup to his face and neck to cover the tattoos before the robbery. Police said that 4 days after the robbery, the couple posed together with cash in their hands. On August 31st, Morgan also posted images of him posting with a wad of cash in his mouth. After the robbery, cops followed up several leads, but none of them led to the thieves. But a tip received by Central Ohio Crime Stoppers led them to Morgan and his photos. Morgan and Dubois each have been charged with robbery and theft and are behind bars at Pickaway County Jail on $250,000 bail. So if you want to get them out, just an extra couple of bucks, go over there and $250,000, you can bail them out.
Yeah. And what does loyalty's thin, betrayal's thick mean anyway? I mean, I get loyalty and betrayal, but thick
I'm guessing
and thin?
there's loyalty being thin, there's not a lot of it.
Okay.
And betrayal is thick means there's a lot of it. Am I wrong?
No, it makes sense, the potential interpretation, but I'm thinking that a person that has tattoos all over their face, probably not thinking that deep,
Okay.
is my guess. I don't know.
Don't know. We can always get them on the phone. We can always ask. That's probably an easy way to go.
Okay. A woman in Australia who unfriended a colleague on Facebook after a dispute at work was found by a tribunal to have committed workplace bullying. The Fair Work Commission, a workplace tribunal, said the decision by Lisa Bird, a real estate agent sales administrator, to unfriend her colleague Rachel Roberts showed a lack of emotional maturity and was indicative of unreasonable behavior. The incident occurred after Ms. Roberts, a property agent, complained to the agency principal that her properties were not being adequately displayed in the store window. Mrs. Bird, the wife of the principal, then accused Ms. Roberts of being a naughty little schoolgirl running to the teacher. Ms. Roberts left the office crying and then checked to see if Ms. Bird had commented on the incident on Facebook, only to discover that Mrs. Bird had instead unfriended her. Ms. Roberts said she had been bullied and was left with depression and anxiety, a claim the tribunal accepted with the ruling, this action by Ms. Bird evinces a lack of emotional maturity and is indicative of unreasonable behavior. God. Ms. Roberts listed other claims of unfair treatment by Mrs. Bird, who was accused of failing to say hello in the morning and of delivering photocopies and printouts to all staff but Ms. Roberts. The commission has issued an order to stop the bullying. Let's be clear, legal experts said the case did not mean that unfriending a colleague on Facebook would automatically constitute bullying. The Fair Work Commission didn't find that unfriending someone on Facebook constitutes workplace bullying. Josh Bornstein, a lawyer at the firm Maurice Blackburn, was quoted as saying that. He also said what the Fair Work Commission did find is that a pattern of unreasonable behavior, hostile behavior, belittling behavior over about a 2-year period, which features a range of different behaviors and including berating, excluding, and so on, constituted a workplace bullying. So that was just like the icing on top of the cake, unfriending her.
Okay.
So being called a little schoolgirl and complaining to the teacher put her in tears and led her to go run out crying.
Really? That'd be the case, I'd be running out crying every day.
Yeah, because you're a big old baby.
I am.
Okay, go ahead, unfriend me.
Okay. I'm changing the locks when we get home.
Okay.
You
Just make sure you're on the outside when you do it.
Yeah, you're sleeping in the van. Who you kidding? I got my kitchen done. I'm ready to go.
Yeah, you can't cook.
You can beat it.
All right, on that note, we're going to take a quick break, but stick around because when we come back, we have our sports update in this week's Glory Days 2-minute warning, some footage from the recent Long Beach International Film Festival, a game of fact or fiction, and a whole bunch of other stories you won't want to miss when we come back.
Hey, this is Chris Les Jake, and if InRavio.com spots you at an event wearing this bracelet, they will give you $100.
This is Joe Larson. You should check out the 505 on Racing Show live every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or catch us on video on demand anytime, 24/7, only on the InRavio TV network.
The world of advertising has changed. Radio, TV, and newspaper revenues have declined drastically. Why? Because businesses have realized that advertising return on investment isn't what it used to be. So what can we do about it? Well, that's easy. Advertise online. Own a local restaurant, real estate agency, or even a national retail chain? Whatever your business, InRavio can get your message out there, and we can do it at a fraction of the cost. Call today and see the difference for yourself. This isn't TV. This isn't radio. This is InRavio.com.
What's up, guys? We're Scan Off Fair, and we're here with InRavio. If they catch you at a show with one of these bracelets, you will win $100.
That's a lot of money.
So get a bracelet.
Do whatever it takes to get that. Hit them up online.
Kind of through the door.
Welcome back. All right, we have some more stories to get to, but before we do, let's get caught up on the world of sports in this week's Glory Days 2-Minute Warning.
Hello again, everybody. We're Bruce and Disco from the Glory Days Show, and this
then-
is your Radio Sports 2-Minute Warning.
How many goals would you say is a lot in a soccer game? 4, 5? Most games are 2-1 or 1-0. And if you heard of a soccer game that ended 4-0 or 5-0, 5-0, you'd think it was a lot of scoring, right?
Absolutely.
Well, let me tell you a story about Robin Lewandowski. Lewandowski is a Polish international soccer player who's a bench role with Bayern Munich in the European Soccer League, the EPL. With his team trailing 1-0 at the half, Lewandowski was subbed in for starter Juan Bernat in the 51st minute. By the 60th minute, he had scored 5 goals. 5 goals!
Unbelievable.
Lewandowski more than doubled his entire output for the season in just 9 minutes, helping Bayern defeat VfL Wolfsburg at the Allianz Arena 5-1. 9 minutes. And if you know anything about international soccer, and we on the Glory Days program certainly do, that's 9 minutes of running time.
That's elapsed time. for
Okay. After the game, Lewandowski was presented with the match ball signed by all of his teammates.
sure. They should have done that. The super sub had this to say after the game. That was madness. 5 goals. Unbelievable. I'm very pleased. It's a massive evening for me. To put things in perspective, the European football record for goals in a sanctioned match is 8, scored by Jimmy McCrory in 1928, and 2 players scored 7, one in 1932 and another in 1952. Lewandowski now holds the record for the fastest hat trick, 3 minutes and 22 seconds, the fastest 4 goals, and the fastest 5 goals in soccer history. P.S. Last year, he also scored a hat trick in just under 4 minutes. The 2 top scorers in the EPL had 5 goals each, but they had played 6 matches. Lewandowski now has 8. He has outscored 4 EPL teams: Barcelona, Arsenal, Liverpool, and Juventus.
How many things can you do repeatedly, except for eating French fries and potato chips, 5 times in 9 minutes?
Well, if I got Viagra,
You can get the lowdown on what's happening in sports and more on the Glory Days Show with Bruce and Disco every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. in the East, only on the InRavio TV network. This has been your InRavio Sports 2-Minute Warning. I'm Paul Discofani, that's Bruce Oler, and you have been warned.
Thanks, guys.
They're too much.
Yeah.
Viagra.
Viagra. If I had the Viagra off the interwebs, if I had the Viagra, I'd be able to be.
Well, it's a whole nother story we don't want to talk about. You ready to move right along?
Yes, I am.
Okay, because that's a picture I want to get out of my head.
Yes. 5 times in 9 minutes.
Oh, okay. All right. So, an inmate who escaped from a high-rise federal jail in Chicago has an unusual theory on who's to blame. He says the government was negligent in enabling the breakout, so he sued for $10 million damages. The 7th U.S. Court of Appeals said in that Jose Banks gets credit for chutzpah, but a 3-judge panel at the Chicago-based court tossed his 2014 lawsuit, saying no one has a personal right to be better guarded or more securely restrained so as to be unable to commit a crime. But Banks, who represented himself in the civil case, alleged his cellmate forced him to participate in the escape, which took months to plan and execute. His suit says guards should have noticed the two were chiseling an escape hole in their cell and should have stopped them long before they fled. Banks also says he has had to endure tighter restrictions than fellow inmates at his current prison because of the escape from the Metropolitan Correction Center 3 years ago. The suit also claims Banks has suffered damage to his reputation, as well as humiliation and embarrassment, and what Banks calls injury to his spiritual constitution. What reputation?
Okay, well, let me just sum it up in one little phrase that seems to work out, and I think it'll take care of everything.
Okay.
Tough toenails turkey. Okay, you're done. Move on.
I think it's hysterical that he thinks that he's due $10 million
Yeah, I got you due right here.
because he got embarrassed because he...
Poor baby.
I don't know, was he embarrassed because he was left hanging there outside the window, or was he embarrassed because he got caught?
Yeah, because he got caught. Hey, you know what? You got to start smacking some of these people around. I'm really tired of some of these people, I'm telling you, coddling everybody. And who's got claim to that? You're escaping from a jail. You're lucky you didn't get shot.
Yeah, exactly.
Consider yourself lucky that they actually pulled you down and then just let you drop.
All right, well, this is a story you're going to enjoy.
All right, well, apparently with the man bun trending reaching peak saturation, stylish men are grasping around for a new way to do their hair. And that new way is the plait. Of course, cornrows have been a thing forever, but the explosion of men adopting plaits can be traced back to this year's Golden Globes when Jared Leto arrived with his normally free-flowing trellises tied back in a long braid. Now, months later, the men of the world are getting in on it. A quick Instagram search of the terms man plait and man braid reveals hundreds of plait attempts, with some men even combing them with their man buns. So what do you think? To a plate or not to plate? That is the question.
Not to plate.
I have what I call the Mother Nature. And that seems to work best for me.
Not for nothing, but the man plate has been around a lot longer than the past couple of months. I have seen bikers with their hair in a braid forever, since I was a kid.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, and so I'm sorry, but not new. Now, the whole French braid thing they're doing, yes, that's new. Guys haven't been doing that for a long time, and I wish they would stop.
Yeah. Well, most of these people, they think everything that just, oh, look what just happened. This is brand new. It never happened before. It's all been done. Come on, you guys are kidding me.
Actually, guys didn't used to do the French braid, because that's right up here on your head.
Well, I remember back in the day when I had the long hair and I used to do the ponytail thing. I remember actually one of the Village Music Shop vans, we were getting it customized, and the guy who was doing the customization, doing the work to it, he had his hair in a ponytail, but he had it all like tie wrapped up.
Oh yeah, the little ponytail thing. Yes.
No, with tie wraps.
Really?
Yeah, like all the way down the pony. I'm thinking, man, that's got to kind of hurt.
Oh,
you know what I mean? It kind of pulls and stuff, and
no, not really.
it just feels like it would kind of hurt, but.
Anyway,
And that was back in 1980.
What do you guys think in the booth? Braids?
Kyle's,
no braids.
Kyle's
they don't
going
like
for a
it.
plate. And he's
They
saying,
don't like it. It's ugly. I'm sorry. It's ridiculous.
I know.
It's
I don't
ugly.
get it, right?
No. Ugh. Please don't do it.
Not something.
There are a lot of the newer things that I sometimes look at them and go, yeah, that's kind of nice. I like it. It's attractive.
What do they call the little thing that they're doing where they do the ponytail thing?
That's the man bun.
The little tiny man bun on
Yes.
top of their head? That looks stupid.
It does.
Is that what they're calling a man bun?
Yes.
That looks dopey. You put it straight on the top of your head, you look like Pebbles.
Yeah, exactly.
Bam, bam. Right?
All right. Well, here's a new one. You're going to love this one.
Will I?
Yes, this is a good one.
All right.
This is for you. Fast
It's
food chain
food.
McDonald's has announced customers in Sweden are being given the option of making reservations at waited tables to promote a new burger. The company said 30 Swedish McDonald's locations are offering reservation packages on September 25th through October 2nd on the website Book a Table, for tables where customers will be served a 2-course meal consisting of the new Maestro Classic Burger and a dessert option. McDonald's Sweden Director of Marketing Jeff Jacket says, "We have a very exciting and tasty new premium hamburger coming to our restaurants, the Maestro Classic. So we wanted to give our most loyal customers a unique and memorable experience when they try the Maestro hamburger for the very first time. They've never had the opportunity to book a table at their favorite restaurant in Sweden. With the new Maestro burger, we thought it was the right time to give them a chance to do so." The Maestro Classic, which officially went on sale September 22nd in Sweden, features a new sauce dubbed Wild Mustard. So what do you think? Reservations at McDonald's?
Wild mustard, reservations, tables? Nah, it's just, that blows the whole
Servers,
experience.
you know,
no.
somebody comes out with your stuff on the plastic tray.
It's got the little, over the arm, right? The little towel.
Yeah,
Would you like some more?
a 2-course dinner.
Would you like some more high C, sir? Comes out with a little bottle of high C. He shows it to you.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Swirl it around in your
swirl
paper
it around
cup.
in your paper cup. Taste it. I'll go with that.
Yeah, they bring out a little finger bowl so you can
Yeah,
clean
yeah.
your fingers between
Bring the
your
towels,
French
the little
fries.
McDonald's towels out so you can.
Yeah. Okay.
They have the fries in a tray in the little holes and it's standing up. So you just pull them out.
One at a time.
Right?
Okay. No. All right, we're going to need...
Well, before we take a quick
Yes.
break, I
Oh,
want to
okay.
bring this up because I don't even think that the boys in the booth, who are very astute and very smart, they're really cool dudes. Do you know what October 21st, 2015 is? They're both shaking their heads. In
I
sequence
know-
besides.
Yeah, I know 2 things that it is, but I don't think it's what you're talking about.
Oh, what is it?
It's your birthday and our anniversary.
It's one other thing. And this is the most important thing because it's 2000. It is. I mean, for
Really?
these guys, come on. This is like, this is save and continue material right here.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. 2015, October 21st, 2015 is Back to the Future Day.
Oh,
It's the day he went to when he went to the future. He went to October 21st, 2015. And we're coming up on that this month.
I want that jacket with the sleeves that grow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then shorten up if you want. You just
Yeah.
hit the button and Well, I think what we're going to do, we're going to have a little thing on October 21st on the show for Back to the Future Day.
Okay,
Try to figure something out.
gotcha. Okay,
Put something together.
all right, you say so. In the meantime, while he's thinking about that, we need to take another break. But before we do, we are lucky enough to attend the recent Long Beach Film Festival, which we were talking about just a minute ago, and talk to some extraordinary people. Let's take a look at some of the action.
InRavio.com.
Hi, my name is Sarah Martin, and I'm here with Steven Sharippa.
That's it. How are you?
How's it going today?
All right. I'm all sweaty, but I'm doing all right.
So you're in what the Bronx Bowl?
No, I have been chasing yesterday,
Chasing yesterday.
and I didn't see the show tonight.
Oh, I actually just met the producer.
Let me do the interview. Hi, this is Steve Sharippa. I'm interviewing Sarah. Sarah, is this the first time you're at the festival?
This is my second time at the festival.
Have you seen any of the films?
I've seen a couple of the films. But you're here tonight, so can you tell
I'm
me?
here tonight. I've been chasing yesterday. It's a wonderful film. Courtney Baxter is one of the stars. Joe Pernice directed it. She produced it. A bunch of young people, and it was wonderful to work with them. Hosted the event tonight, and I love this film festival. I think it's going to be great. It's still in the new stages, and in the years to come, I think it's going to be better and better, and great for Long Island.
Well, I really appreciate your time. Thank you so much for joining us. And this is in radio television.
Wow, that was great.
That was great. Thank you, Sarah, for that.
Steve was so cool.
He was. Good guy.
I like him, yes.
Yeah, we had a ball with him.
All right.
We had to sit down, a little gabagool. Mario was there, so we had a little, little sit
They
down.
had a little Italian moment.
Yeah. We had a little, fried zucchini over. Mario pulls it right out of his bag. He's got it all down there.
Oh, boy.
We had some good Masagama,
Yeah, don't go there. You're going to end up with cement shoes. Okay, well, we'll have more footage from our trip next week of the film festival, so you can see some more of our interviews. So let's take another break. Don't go anywhere, because when we come back, we'll have our tech entertainment update from the guys over at Save and Continue, another game of fact or fiction, and a few more stories too wild to make up. We'll be right back.
The world of advertising has changed. Radio, TV, and newspaper revenues have declined drastically. Why? Because businesses have realized that advertising return on investment isn't what it used to be. So what can we do about it? Well, that's easy. Advertise online. Own a local restaurant, real estate agency, or even a national retail chain? Whatever your business, InRavio can get your message out there, and we can do it at a fraction of the cost. Call today and see the difference for yourself. This isn't TV. This isn't radio. This is InRavio.com.
Hey, I'm Raul Panther.
And I'm Commander B. Hawkins.
And I'm Rush Weller. We're some of the proto men. If we see you without this bracelet, you get punched in the But if you have this bracelet from InRavio.com, you can win $100.
Put one of these on, or else.
Welcome back. It's been an exciting week in the world of video games and tech. So let's catch up on everything in this week's Save and Continue.
Hello everyone, this is Kyle from Save and Continue, here once again to fill your adorable little minds with the latest info in gaming, tech, entertainment, all that fun stuff. So enough of the pleasantries, let's see what's good on the web this week. Well, it's no secret that you really can't keep a secret these days, what with the government and Facebook spying on you and whatnot. But not all hope is lost for those tech enthusiasts looking to keep their private conversations exactly that. The amazing folks over at Silent Circle heard the call and responded in kind with the Black Phone 2. This Android-powered smartphone is being labeled the most secure smartphone currently available on the market. But what about this device makes it so secure? That would be its unique operating system, Silent OS. The stealthy UI boasts a variety of heavy encryption methods and includes the Silent Circle software suite, which replaces standard chat, phone, and messaging apps with custom secure services. The device is being dubbed the smartphone for spies, which is an accurate title, considering you need a secret agent budget to afford this $800 phone. $800. In other news, video game publisher Activision recently announced that the last-gen versions of the upcoming title, Call of Duty Black Ops 3, will not include the game's campaign and will instead be comprised of just the game's multiplayer and zombie mode components. According to the company, the current 4-person co-op campaign designed for the PS4, Xbox One, and PC is, quote, too ambitious for last-gen systems. To reflect the watered-down feature set, last-gen versions of this game will be available for $49.99 as opposed to the full game's $59.99 price tag. This is one of the most drastic differences we've seen in a game being released on 2 generations of consoles. It'll be interesting to see where this leads in the industry. Finally, can I please have the attention of all my fellow 90s kids, please? It's official, the best cartoons ever to hit broadcast television are back. Nickelodeon recently confirmed reports that they will be establishing a programming block composed entirely of classic 90s Nicktoons. Starting this October, 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. on Teen Nick, you'll be able to relive your childhood with shows like Hey Arnold, Kenan and Kel, Ren and Stimpy's, Rocko's Modern Life, and many, many more. Nick doesn't stop there, though. To ensure viewers are fully immersed in their 90s memories, they will also air old terrestrials and promos from back in the day. Talk about commitment. It all starts October 5th on Teen Nick, 10 p.m. Well, that's it from me, but be sure you're following @InRayView on Twitter, liking our posts over at facebook.com/SaveAndContinue show, and checking out our other awesome content at InRayView.com. Thank you very much. I will see you all next time.
Thanks, Kyle. Well, I think it's about time we were guess what has and what hasn't happened in the world this week with a game of fact or fiction. What the hell was that?
Okay. All right, so noting the lack of any social causes, amusing hashtag games, or major news stories currently stimulating public conversations on their site, Twitter officials announced Monday that there are no trending topics today. Fact or fiction?
I find it hard to believe.
Yeah, I don't think there's any chance that Twitter is going to say, there's no trending topics today. There's nothing new. Nobody cares about anything. Nobody's talking about anything. So I'm going to say that it is fiction.
Yeah.
Fiction. Yes,
Okay.
fiction.
You would think it's not impossible. It's just
They are not going
the
to
odds
announce
are very
it.
out.
Yeah, no, they're not going to announce that.
Yeah, they would never announce that.
They'd make it up.
Yeah.
Okay. Fugitive U.S. intelligence contractor Edward Snowden has opened an account on the social network website Twitter, where he almost immediately followed the NSA. Oh, that's actually part of the rest of the story. No, it isn't. So we're 2 Twitters. Okay. I lost track of the story.
Okay. I'm going to say fact.
I'm going to go with you because I already lost track of what I said. Okay, well, it's fact. I don't know. What was I talking about? The @Snowden account was verified by Twitter, and within 2 hours of joining, Mr. Snowden had accumulated more than 266,000 followers.
Wow.
Holy cow! Emphasizing that they only wanted to hear announcements about actual cool stuff in space, millions of impatient Americans flat out demanded Monday that NASA stop holding all press conferences until they discover some little alien guys. Fact or fiction? No.
It's got to be fiction.
It's got to be fiction. There's no way that people are going to go, don't tell us nothing unless you find some little alien dude.
Yeah.
Little green men, that's what we want to know about. There you go, fiction. Okay. It's just no way. I mean, yeah, I want to hear about little green men, but it's not going to be all of it.
Now that that's done, let's check out some more stories we know are true.
Okay.
How about that?
Yes. A federal judge in California has declared Warner Music's Happy Birthday to You copyright invalid, putting the ever-present song into the public domain. It's about time. U.S. District Judge George H. King ruled in favor of the plaintiffs, a group of independent filmmakers who filed the suit against Warner Music, which has collected up to $50 million in licensing fees for the birthday song since it purchased the copyright in 1988. King said the evidence presented in the case indicated sisters Patty and Mildred Hill did not try to obtain federal copyright protection when they wrote the song in 1889. A copyright on the song was not filed until 1935, when the song was already in the public domain. The plaintiffs recently brought to light a 1922 songbook containing Happy Birthday with no mention of a copyright. There's more evidence for you. According to Randall Newman, an attorney for the plaintiffs, Happy Birthday is finally free after 80 years. Finally, the charade is over. It's unbelievable. Michael Donaldson, who previously worked on the case, also said Warner Chappell has been squeezing money out of a lot of people for a long time. The song belongs to the American people. I can't believe that there was even the thought that that shouldn't be in the public domain. I mean, really, seriously, that means that everybody in the world would have to pay some kind of royalty every time you sang it to somebody in your family, right?
Correct. And that's why when you go to Applebee's, they go, happy, happy birthday, happy, happy birthday, and they don't sing happy birthday. Did you ever know that?
Well, now they can.
And that's why, because Chappell Warner always wanted to get any money when it was used to benefit a business.
Well, now they can sing anything they want. And I hope that the Chappell Warner has to give all that money back.
Well, I got to tell you on the other side of the coin, Chappell Warner did purchase that copyright from somebody
Well,
else.
whoever they purchased it from has to give them back their money.
They did. But yeah, that's one of those weird things. And you know, when you write Happy Birthday, do you really think at that point when you wrote it that, oh man, this is going to be the best song and the only song about birthdays forever? You know what I mean? And at some point it becomes an American icon where it's like, you know, of course, Auld Lang Syne, which, you know, not an American icon anymore. Not many people know what it is. You know, the New Year's Eve song by Guy Lombardo. But at the same token, you know, who thinks when you write that, oh my God, this is a big deal? And
Well, the regular Happy Birthday song is okay, but I really like, what is it, the Ting Tings that wrote the other one? The one I like?
Ting Tings?
I think it's the Ting Tings. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
It's a different birthday song. It's kind of punky. I like that
well,
one.
honestly, if you're going to write a song, it's a real smart idea to write a song about things like that. I mean, look at Adam Sandler with the Thanksgiving song.
That's a good song.
There really were no Thanksgiving songs, and it's a holiday, and it's a great place to drop a song. Because, you know, come every Thanksgiving, you're going to hear that song.
That's right.
You know, and that's why, you know, holidays are great songwriting events. So. It's true. Okay. I mean, God bless America, so forth and so on. You know, you got to, you know, think smart when you.
Sure. Okay.
Okay, well, an Idaho high school is requiring its cheerleaders to wear leggings or sweatpants under their uniforms after finding the short skirts were not suited for stairs or sitting without exposing the buttocks of teen girls. The decision by the school district in the northern Idaho city of Post Falls to seek more modesty for cheerleaders came after teachers at the high school reported some girls' bottoms were sometimes visible when uniforms were worn to class. And this is bad because a long-standing policy in the district's dress codes requires skirts no shorter than mid-thigh, but that had not been strictly enforced, applied to the cheerleaders in past because no incidents raising the issue had occurred. The tradition changed this year amid reports of exposures at the high school. So Nada Narcado, director of programs, said we can't have anatomy showing. You can't say that, you know, too much skin. The dress code directive has displeased some cheerleaders, but has been supported by many parents who, like administrators, believe a degree of decorum is required in a learning environment. There's something contradictory about a school telling students they can't wear their previously school-sanctioned uniforms, which were presumptuously provided to them by the school, to go to class because their school-sanctioned uniforms are inappropriate during school hours. On the sidelines, however, when the students are actually performing their acrobatic routines, the length of the skirts doesn't seem to matter at all. Now, when they're doing that and they're jumping up and down and stuff, don't they have shorts on underneath? Isn't it?
It's, I forget the actual name for it, but it's not shorts. It's like a bathing suit bottom. It's like a bathing suit bottom. It's about the best way to put it. It's like underwear, basically, but it's full covering, you know, it's like a brief, you know, it covers everything.
So then what's the issue then? I mean, you're a cheerleader because, you know, you like these things.
Well, that's not the problem. What I found interesting about this story is that, one, parents are like
Freaked
out about it, but yet they were doing it not that long ago. You know, cheerleader costumes or uniforms, whatever, have not changed that much. They're almost exactly the same as they were when I was in high school.
Year to year.
I mean, I did find pictures of cheerleader uniforms that were much more modest, but they were also from like the 30s.
Yeah.
You know,
they were down to your knees.
Yes, the uniforms have not changed that much in the past, say, 50 years.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you're trying to create a uniform that they can move in, and
Right,
they're
'cause they're-
throwing people in the air now, and all
Right, and
kinds
they're
of things
doing
are
all
going
kinds
on.
of twists
Yeah.
and turns and kicks and flips, and
Thinking that's got to be kind of
they
hard.
need to be able to move. But yeah, it's not good in class, but it's totally fine when they're out on the football field. Makes no sense. It's very, very contradictory.
Well, I think we have to jump to
We're going to do,
this week and next week?
yes,
With Rick Eberly.
yes.
Well, hey there, all you attractive viewers. This is Rick Eberly stopping by yet again to make sure your weekend is even more epic than the last one. And we have a ton of amazing shows coming up, so that shouldn't be too hard. First up, we have a special show tonight at Webster Hall as some of the Soul's biggest players come together to blow your collective minds. We got Grace Weber, Rachel Brown, and Chris Turner. They'll be lighting up the Marlin Room tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern. Tickets are still miraculously available, so get them while you can. I mean, they're only $20. Next up, we have a spice event for all you Latin mamacitas and poppies out there. As you can tell, I'm completely and extremely Latin. This Friday, the Space in Westbury is hosting a Latin night concert as part of their Valentino birthday bash. The event is going to be crazy. They're bringing in some big names like Baby Rasta, Y Gringo, as well as Alex Sensation. Tickets are just $30, but if you go for two, they'll knock $10 off one pass. Just say my name at the door. Just kidding, don't do that. That might get you into some trouble. Anyway, moving on. Friday is a bumping one this week because there's actually another amazing show happening. What? I know. Rubik's Cube will be playing live at the Emporium in Patchogue at 8 p.m., throwing down the best 80s music you can possibly choose. These guys are one of the coolest 80s tribute bands in the scene right now, so trust me when I say that $12 ticket is worth it. Well, that's it for me, but be sure you're following @InRavio on Twitter and liking all their cool posts over at Facebook.com/InRavioWeekly. Also, make sure you're hanging with me over at RickEberly.com, @RickEberly on Twitter and Instagram, Rick Eberly NY on Facebook, and I'll see you all next week with more shows, events, and good times in general. See you then.
Okay.
And we are back. Thank
Lots
you,
and
Rick.
lots of
That was
stuff.
awesome. Rick is a smiling guy, boy. We had a lot of fun with him
Yes.
at the Long Beach International Film Fest, and he's all over the place, man.
I know, the guy never stops running.
He does not. I don't think he sleeps, really. He's like us. He's all over. He's everywhere. Great work, Rick.
Yes. So do you want to do a story, or do you want to go right into what's going on in racing?
Let's go right into what's going on with racing.
All right.
Let's hear from Joe Larson from the 5 Off 5 On Racing Show, and follow up from the previous story we covered.
So, 5
Go,
off,
Joe.
5 on. Let's go, Joe.
Hello again, everyone. This is Joe Larson from the 5 Off 5 On Racing Show at InRavio.com. If you missed last week's show, you missed our discussion about the controversial call, or the lack thereof, during the Whelen Modified Tour event in New Hampshire. We also reviewed the Sprint Cup Series results and Camping World Truck Series results at New Hampshire Motor Speedway, as well as the Xfinity results from Kentucky. We talked about Sprint Cup Series owner Tony Stewart and the drivers stepping down as the driver after the 2016 season at Stewart-Haas Racing. We talked about my discussion with Joe Gibbs, owner of Joe Gibbs Racing, and Matt Kenseth, current Sprint Cup Series point leader. Don't forget Brad Keselowski's displeasure of the controversial call on how Keselowski jumped the restart, taking him from second late in the race to back of the pack. Tune in this Monday night from 7 to 8 p.m. as we review the top series races at Dover, Delaware, and the Whelen Modified Tour event at Stafford Motor Speedway. See you Monday night.
is so smooth.
He is.
You know, I thought of another reason why you should like country music.
Uh-oh.
Because
Another reason, like there's more than one?
there is definitely more than one, but there's a big one. There is a big one. The channel that I like best, which I'm not going to tell anybody what it is, but my favorite country channel actually broadcasts the race. They were broadcasting the race last night as I was driving home from work. See, so if you could listen to the country channel, you could hear the race while you were driving.
What race were they broadcasting?
I don't know, whatever was on last night. Was it last night? Monday night, whatever it was.
Interesting.
Yeah, wherever they were early this week.
Okay.
Yeah, last night. Yeah, Monday. Anyway, okay, so we're gonna do one more break, and when we come back, we have one more story, which is a really good one, so stay with us. We'll be right back.
The world of advertising has changed. Radio, TV, and newspaper revenues have declined drastically. Why? Because businesses have realized that advertising return on investment isn't what it used to be. So what can we do about it? Well, that's easy. Advertise online. Own a local restaurant, real estate agency, or even a national retail chain? Whatever your business, InRavio can get your message out there, and we can do it at a fraction of the cost. Call today and see the difference for yourself. This isn't TV. This isn't radio. This is InRavio.com. Village Music Shop of Master. 1-800-HEY-DUDE. Your full-service store with personalized attention, school band instrument rentals and sales, music instruction on all instruments for all styles and age groups, for guitars, drums, amplifiers, PA systems, and accessories. It's Village Music Shop. 1495 Montauk Highway in Mastic. Call 1-800-HEY-DUDE or go to villagemusicshop.com.
Welcome back. So we got one more story. I love this because this is a follow-up story. I love follow-up stories. I love them because they're, I can keep you posted on what's going on. I love that. All right, so remember when we talked about the ambergris? Remember
Yes.
the ambergris?
Mm-hmm.
The whale vomit the guy found and was going to auction off? Well, it's sold. Believe it or not, that almost 2.5-pound chunk of whale vomit made its owner almost $17,000 richer. There were 50 people in attendance at the auction, but it came down to two bidders, one on the internet and one on the phone. They were battling it out to take possession of the smelly, waxy, rugby ball-shaped lump. Can you believe it?
Yes, two people. Dumb,
Two people.
Dumb and dumber.
$16,700 they paid for a 2.5-pound rock of ook.
Whale blubber, start cutting it off me, we'll sell it.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yes. So that's my follow-up.
remarkable.
All right. So we're basically out of time. That's just about does it for us, but be sure you're keeping up with us by following @InRavio on Twitter, liking our posts over at facebook.com/InRavioWeekly, and checking out our other awesome live content over at InRavio.com. We'll be back with another live show next Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, only at InRavio.com/live. See you then.
Peace.